Hey guys, good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. It's an absolutely stunning night here in Snowdonia. The full moon is out. You actually don't need a head torch when you're walking because the moon is lighting up the whole mountain face. It's pretty cool. The plan is we're going to head up Tryfan for sunrise via the West Gully route because it's the fastest way up really. We're then going to watch the sunrise from the top of Tryfan. We're going to drop down after that, up Bristly Ridge, across the Glyders, down into Devil's Kitchen and back to the car, all being well that is. I've just got to the base of the Western Gully. I find it quite a unique experience walking uphill in the dark. You kind of go into your own little bubble of thoughts trying to stay motivated at 6:30 in the morning when you haven't had enough sleep. So it's a battle to stay motivated, in my opinion. I don't think I'm alone in that either. But I guess, as the old saying goes, not everything worth doing is easy, hey? It's time for me to head up the rest of this gully. I've got, I think, about an hour before the sun rises over to the east. So I better get up there. It'd be nice to have a quick chill 10 minutes before the sun rises, before I get the camera out again. I'll see you guys up there. Well, holy shit. This has to be one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen in my life. Wow, I've seen many sunrises, but that's something else. There's actually, straight ahead as you're looking on the camera right now, there's a rainbow coloured flare coming out of where the sun rises. But the colour is so rich. That's just something else, man. So it's 8:20. The sun is literally just coming over the top now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Definitely one of the most beautiful sunrises I've ever seen. There's no one else up here. There's definitely people on other mountains. I saw the head torches before, which is absolutely awesome. Wow. It's definitely worth the effort. Definitely worth the effort getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning for this, for sure. For me, like I'm sure many others, Tryfan holds a pretty special place in my heart. I remember, I think I was 20. I'd just come back from a year travelling, and I was heading to university to do a course that I knew I had no interest in, and my old man brought me up Tryfan, and it changed the course of my life. And he told me that they do courses, university courses in outdoor studies, adventure, that sort of thing. So a week before my course started, I changed, and I've kind of never looked back really. And from that day onwards, the day I climbed the North Ridge of Tryfan was a huge changing point, and I absolutely love it. And I've shared incredible experiences with lots of friends and strangers that became friends on this mountain. I've guided up here countless times with amazing people. So I've just come off the summit of Tryfan, just there. Thought I'd give you guys a better idea of where the planned route is today, now that you can see it in the light. Don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a huge Brockenspecter, rainbow colours in the just above the shadow of Tryfan, which is pretty special. So we came up from Ogwen Valley just down there when it was pitch black. We came up the Western Gully of Tryfan onto the summit, caught sunrise. Now we're on the south summit, at the top of the South Ridge. We'll go up Bristly Ridge onto Glyder Fawr, drop down, and then along to Glyder Fawr over there. This is Bristly Ridge, the main gully on the right is the one we'll be going up. Just got to the base of the Bristly Ridge route. You can see Tryfan behind. Such a gorgeous day. The gully behind there is the way I'm going to go up. There's a load of different ways you can go up Bristly Ridge. This is probably my favourite. It's the one I've done the most, the one I've done with most people, and the one I'm pretty comfortable with. The gully that I'm going to do is roughly about grade 1, but there is a lot of loose rock in places. So we'll see how we go. Wish me luck. Just finished Bristly Ridge and topped out at the top of the ridge, which is just about there, and you're rewarded with this gorgeous view down Llyn Valley, and you can even see the shadow, the Tryfan shadow. You can see the two summits on there. You can see the shadow of the Glyders, and so on and so forth. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Just gonna head up to the summit now, to the Cantilever, just up that way, and we'll see how busy it is. Here we are, on top of Glyder Fawr. I'm currently on top of the cantilever. This view is outstanding, particularly today. I know that's really bright on your screen, but there's a valley mist over all the mountains, over the Moyle winds going south towards Cadair Idris, the Burr winds and the Arrans and everywhere, and looking down towards Porthmadog and Snowdon, just straight ahead there. So I just don't think, I think it's one of the best views you can get in Snowdonia, that's for sure. So we're on the traverse from Glyder Fawr over to Glyder Fawr. I just wanted to spend a minute talking about tech and camera stuff. Last year I did a series of vlogs and I was carrying an insane amount of gear just to do self-filming. So I thought at the start of this year I would downsize on the gear, so I've now got a slightly smaller drone. It's nowhere near as heavy, less batteries, and I've left my mirrorless camera at home in exchange for a pocket camera, which is what I'm recording on right now. I've got this tiny little microphone here working on Bluetooth. I myself, I really enjoy moving fast in the mountains. I really appreciate the scenery, the company when I have it, and taking my time, but my biggest excitement comes from moving fast. So I want to downgrade my stuff. I'm using a trail running bag with a drone in it, litre of water, first aid kit, and this little camera and a battery pack, and that's all I really want to be carrying. And it means that when I'm across terrain like this, the flats and the downs and stuff, it means I can probably break out into a jog. I can run. I love trail running, and combining trail running with vlogging, it's kind of where I want to be. So some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that I have a huge tear in my shorts, which happened at the Bristly Ridge as I was taking a big step up it. They closely just went and yeah, left me with this huge hole in my shorts. I reckon it could be a new trend. At the top of Glyder Fawr, another gorgeous viewpoint. It's 360 all around, gorgeous. Snowdon over there, go towards mid Wales. Behind me, it's over there. The other Glyder there, you just see Tryfan poking out, poking his head out. The Llyn Idwal, the Llyn and the rest of the Glyders. Anglesey over there, Llanberis there, just stunning. I love Wales. Pocket camera is like the size of a toothbrush. I keep putting it down to either, run past it, and then I turn around and I genuinely can't see it again. I just spent at least 2 minutes looking for the camera I just put down on the floor. So I've just come about 100 meters away from the Glyder Fawr summit. I really want to get the drone up in the air, get some shots of Snowdon over here. But there's a very serious looking, even grumpy looking hiker there, and he would not like the sound of a drone. So I do try and be respectful of people around me. I tend not to take the drone up if there is people, or if I really do want the shot. I will ask, if there's only 1 or 2 people there, I will ask them, do they mind? And 9 times out of 10 they don't have a problem with it, especially if you've had the courtesy to ask. But in this instance, he looked very grumpy. I'm going to stay away. So just got to the bottom of the scree slopes, the scree slope of death. It's not even nice to run down. It's just full of boulders that when they tap your ankle, it makes you squeal for sure. A thought came to me before that I haven't vlogged for almost a year. February 2021 was the last time I made a vlog. And I think the reason for that is there's a few different reasons, apart from COVID subsiding and allowing me to go to my outdoor instructor job and get swept away with that for a crazy summer. One of the reasons is that I was pushing for perfection, even though the vlogs never really made perfection. I was worried about the gear, I was worried about getting everything perfect, the audio perfect, the right exposure at each opportunity. And it really didn't need to be that way. And I was also sat at home and I was thinking of vlog ideas, thinking I'm going to do this and this, but none of those are as good as the ones I've done there, and therefore I wouldn't bother. But this year I think I'm going to have a completely different mindset, where it's not so much about the quality, whether it's 4K, whether it's 1080, whether it's perfectly exposed or not. It's just going to be about getting out, having adventures, having fun with it, and really not taking it too seriously. Because I know I'm in the dark part of this picture and Llyn in the back is light, and I also know that I have a huge hole in my shorts. Like, it doesn't matter, it's all about getting out, having fun and enjoying it. So just ran down from Devil's Kitchen down the usual path there, just to show you guys Idwal. I'm sure 90% of you have been here before, for good reason. Idwal slabs, just up here. Spent many days on there with friends, climbing, scrambling and whatnot. And just up there, in the right, just the tip of the sunshine there, is Cantilever Stone. If you don't know it, Google it. It's an awesome grade 3 scramble, and I'll definitely be making a video on that in the next couple of months. So if you don't like the page already, make sure you do, so you can stay tuned. Down, see the Francon Valley, the Ogwen Valley behind me. That was an incredible day. Like, really was. I actually got a little bit emotional on top of Tryfan before. With the sunrise, that was just something else. It takes a lot to get me to that stage, but that was really special. I am going to do a quick tech what's in the bag sort of thing, but I wanted to wrap up the video and show you where I've been today. So first of all, we started in Ogwen Valley, climbed up Tryfan, up the Western Gully, which is about there, watched the sunrise from there, dropped down the South Ridge, back up Bristly Ridge, on to Glyder Fawr, along the top, and this bit might get a bit bright, but we basically traversed across the top, dropped down Devil's Kitchen, and then back down to the Ogwen Valley, just down there. So the tech I've had with me today, the DJI Air 2S with the regular controller. I swapped out the Mavic Pro 2 and the smart controller for a slightly smaller setup. Carried 3 batteries, all of which have been used. I haven't seen the footage yet, obviously, I'm still on the mountain, but it looked pretty good on the display, so let's hope it is. And then this little toothbrush camera, the DJI Pocket 2, has been great. What I love about it is that when you turn it on, it's up and running within a second, which is amazing, really. And it comes in this little case, so you pack it away, and it's just such a fast setup. Again, I haven't seen the footage from today. The battery is not the best, hence why the battery pack is there with it. And to be honest, it hasn't been that bad, but every hour or so, or when I'm not using it, or I'm going to the next bit and not filming, I gotta just put it on charge, and it's been great. Have I enjoyed the smaller setup? Yes, very much so. It's just enabled me to go so much faster. My legs are nowhere near as tired as I usually would be at this point on a day like this. Am I compromising my safety? It's a good question. I've taken a lot less kit. I do have a first aid kit. I have a way of communicating. I have a way of navigating. I have a foil blanket in case things go wrong. I know these mountains extremely well. That doesn't make me invincible, but I guess going fast is also a weapon of choice, if you like, and it's down to each person. If somebody wants to carry a huge camera bag or a normal bag full of kit that they won't use, that's up to them. When I'm looking after groups, I 100% do. When I'm by myself or with friends that look after themselves, going light is great. You can just maneuver so much faster and get to places so much more efficiently. I wouldn't do it on a bad weather day. I would be fully loaded with all the waterproofs and all the extra layers and stuff like that. But on a day like today, even though it's January the 17th, I think it is, it's just felt like summer most of the day, seriously. But it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe if this is on YouTube, or like our page on Facebook, and tune in for the next one. Peace.